This is fantastic to hear. Ford is about to do what I've been saying, and I think you guys have been saying this as well. What all these automakers should have been doing now for many years. You shouldn't be getting paid these enormous bonuses without actually doing anything. And Ford is going to slash executive pay by up to 65% unless these executives actually perform and don't just scratch someone else's back. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. Great to have you with us. You're watching the Electric Viking. Just want to say a big thank you to our Patreon supporters, YouTube members. By the way, I will have a few new videos up for our YouTube members. Obviously, that's exclusive to the YouTube members only. If you want to be a YouTube member, I'll put a link in the description below. Ford will slash manager bonuses by 65%. They will only reward performance. Now, Chief Executive Officer Jim Farley wants to lower costs and improve quality of Ford models. And I think he's basically seeing what Sandy Munro is saying, that you should be rewarding innovators who are saying, hey, let's fix the production line, let's improve efficiency, let's do this, let's improve the company. And that's what Ford's CEO is saying. We need more of that. And he's going to reward people who actually perform, people who actually care, people who are not just turning up and getting paid a huge amount of money just because they are an executive. Ford will slash company bonuses as part of a new system that will only reward employees when certain goals are met, because Ford, they need to cut costs. That's the key reason, says the CEO. They need to cut costs. Chief Executive Jim Farley wants to improve the quality of Ford vehicles. He has lambasted Ford's engineers many times. Many times he has criticized their performance, saying, why is it that we are paying more on recalls and warranty costs every single year? Well, not every year. They've 9 years out of 10 in a row, they've been the worst in the world for warranty costs per car. So the CEO is trying to fix this. He says that manager bonuses will be slashed by 65% of their current total. Speaking on Ford's recent third quarter earnings presentation, Farley said, I'm proud of the progress we've made, but we're not fully satisfied. When we meet or exceed our targets for those factors and we achieve the ambitious goals of Ford Plus, the team is rewarded. We are focused on lowering our costs, improving our quality, and making Ford a higher growth, higher margin, more capital efficient, and more resilient business. I honestly think the only way that they can really do that is by replacing the UAW with robots. I know that's controversial. People don't like that. I don't like that, actually. I want people to have work and have jobs. But as Tony Seba says, the robots are coming, and there's not a lot we can do about it. But being efficient is probably a good idea in the meantime. To give you guys some context, Jim Farley said the average cost of an employee after the new agreements that Ford had to sign with UAW is $300,000 per year. The average cost of an employee in China and in the automotive industry is $25,000 per year, meaning it's less than 10% the cost for a Chinese employee versus an American one. And obviously, as you know, in China, as Elon Musk has mentioned a few times, they work harder, they do longer hours, and they complain a lot less. So now this is not me saying, hey, you Americans suck and the Chinese are great. I'm not. I'm just pointing out the obvious here. The obvious here is that Ford is in financial strife, and Ford's company, I believe Ford will declare bankruptcy in China within the next few years. And this is not a big surprise. I mean, Jeep's done that already. Mitsubishi has done that. Numerous automakers are basically leaving China or they're on the way out. So it's not a big surprise. Now, spokespeople told Reuters that bonuses will be adjusted depending on the company's performance through the fourth quarter. In other words, if Ford margins don't increase, then bonuses, they won't be paid. And that's how it should be. I don't understand why that would be otherwise. Anyhow, slashing bonuses isn't the only way that Ford is looking to save money and offset the $1 billion charge it took after cancelling plans for a 3-row electric SUV. They invested $1 billion into it and then cancelled it. Late last week, it was revealed that the car maker will idle the Rouge Electric Vehicle Center that builds the Ford F-150 Lightning from mid-November until January the 6th, 2025. So for nearly 3 months, they won't be manufacturing any Ford F-150 Lightnings. Americans, buy the F-150 Lightning. It's fantastic value. You know, it really is. You can get them for a really good deal. So if your friend is going to go buy a new truck, get him to buy the electric version. They're pretty good. By pausing production, Ford will be able to clear some of the existing F-150 Lightning inventory, but the move has surprised a lot of people. sales of the electric truck were actually up 86% through the first 9 months of the year compared to 2023. But truthfully, they still haven't been that great. I mean, as you can see, the Cybertruck is easily outselling the Ford F150 Lightning. And the F150 Lightning is not one of the top 10 best-selling EVs in the United States. And considering the F150 is the top-selling vehicle in America, the electric version, I think, should be doing better. I don't know why it's not. Ford already reduced output at the truck's production facility from 2 shifts to 1 shift. And, well, clearly it's just not selling as many vehicles as it thought it would, which is, I find disappointing. And now Ford would make these in right-hand drive for Australia and for Thailand, 2 of the biggest pickup truck markets in the world. I know we're small compared to America, but still, I think there'd be a lot of demand for them. Ford dealerships across the US are being rewarded about $1,000 for every F150 Lightning, XLT, Flash, Lariat, or Platinum model they order from one of the car makers' regional hubs or rapid replenishment centers. Basically, they're being incentivized or paid in order simply to order a vehicle, not even to sell it. Just order one and we'll give you $1,000. Now, that's not the big issue here. The big issue here is Ford sales are contracting globally. Margins are not increasing. Their costs are very, very high. And the truth is the company has paused some of its EV models. Obviously, its cost per worker now, after they re-signed new agreements with the UAW, are exceptionally high. And it's just not sustainable. Now, I know that like I said, I want people to have jobs. I absolutely do. And I want EVs to work. I want the automotive industry to be saved in America. That's why I've been warning the Americans for 4 years. No one would listen to me 4 years ago. They thought I was a nut job. Well, now they don't. Or maybe they do still. But anyway, hopefully Ford can turn things around. But honestly, they're in a bit of trouble. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.